That'd be nice.
Jake, I know you're no stranger to it, but how is it having your dad be your position coach now after being running backs coach past couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of always been on the team and been there to give me tips, whatever. But to have him there coaching me and, fixing the, fundamentals and everything about practice, just having him there, it's been great. It's been great just to be with him and I know most of the time exactly what he's going to say or what he's thinking. So, it's been fun. One question.
Just how different has it been without Coach Roper, and what is it like having Coach McClendon kind of running the offense?
I think the guys have really embraced Coach McClendon's offense. I think kind of came in and just told the guys this is what we're going to do and this is how we're going to do it. And I think the guys really picked it up well. It's not that much new, but there's definitely some new things that we're doing offensively to try to get guys more open and run the ball effectively. So it's been great.
Jake, what's it been like having Zach Bailey on your line the past 2 years, and how versatile, how talented is he and able to play any position?
Yeah, I mean, to be able to switch positions from year to year is just shows how talented he is. But, he's definitely that just steady rock force. I can put him on the best defensive lineman and tell him just to handle them all game. For the most part, he does a great job for us. In the run game, it's run behind Zach. I mean, he's gonna make a hole for you. Big guy, and just really, he's a guy that really cares about his teammates. He's one of the first guys to celebrate with the running backs when they score. When I throw touchdowns, he's celebrating with me. So he's really unselfish, and that goes for all the linemen. But him in particular is really an unselfish guy. So it's been great to be a teammate with him.
Do you expect your dad to remain quarterback's coach if Brian gets the offensive coordinator position? Is that your understanding of how it's going to work?
And that's Coach Muschamp's decision. I'm just here playing quarterback, so I'm not real sure.
How important would that be to you? I mean, I'm assuming, I don't want to put words in your mouth, I'm assuming you'd like that, though.
I mean, obviously, being my dad there, it's something that would be cool to have because, like I said, I mean, it's kind of on the same page all the time. But, Coach McClendon's doing a great job, and hopefully if we win, he'll stay. But, like I said, that's Coach Muschamp's decision.
In terms of the offensive coordinator position, how much thought process do you give to who they eventually hire in terms of how you and your skill set fit into what they do? And have you given any of that input to Coach Muschamp? Has he asked for it? Yeah,
when I talked to Coach Muschamp after the whole situation, and I was just like, what are you thinking, Coach? He said, I want to find a coordinator that fits you best. I want you to be a better quarterback. I want a guy who comes in and makes you the best quarterback you can be. And that's what he told me, and I believe in him 100% that he's going to do that. And I fully believe that Coach McClendon can be that guy with my dad being quarterback coach. But if it's somebody else, and they have they can be great coaches too. So whoever Coach Muschamp hires to be the OC, I'm ready to go.
Oh, Jake, during the layoff, how do you get things going, being able to come back from that, especially as a quarterback? How much did you throw during that span when you had off time?
Yeah, about 3 times a week. Me and the receivers got out there and threw a little bit just to stay fresh. You never want to just stop throwing. I definitely had a few days off just to relax and kind of get away from football. I think the guys all needed that. They came back refreshed and ready to go, and really picked up everything fast and playing at a high level.
Sort of along those same lines, how important was it for you to get away a little bit and decompress and not be, totally football?
Yeah, I mean, it's important always to have that. You're going 1,000 miles an hour for, what feels like a long time. I mean, from February, it feels like we're just going 1,000 miles an hour. So to have a break for a little bit is definitely nice. But, we're right back at it and ready to go.
Now that you have your dad as your full-time tutor, what kind of things has he gone back to work with you on that maybe you guys worked on from the get-go as you were being developed as a quarterback?
Yeah. Just, I think footwork's the biggest thing. Really controlling my feet, slowing it down. Not being so sporadic or just under control more. Get my base right underneath me, doing a lot more, footwork drills in our individual time at practice, and then just really focusing on accuracy. I mean, if the ball's not right there in front of him, he's getting on me. And it's not just me, it's all the quarterbacks. So he's really focusing. Those, I guess, are the two biggest things that we're focusing on right now is just slowing our feet down and being more accurate.
Coach Muschamp said it was that there was a delineation between the father-son relationship and the player-coach relationship. That's something you and your dad have had to navigate for a while. How is it different, or is it different for you guys? Is that sort of one big thing for y'all?
I mean, there's definitely a separation. I think there has to be. I think that as a player, you can't treat me any different than Scar or Danny or Jay or anybody in the quarterback room, and he doesn't. I mean, he stays on them just like he stays on me, and he praises them just like he praises me when good stuff happens. So there's definitely that separation there. I mean, I still call him Dad on the practice field. I'm not going to call him Coach. I mean, he is a coach, but you know what I mean. I'm going to call him Dad. It just feels weird saying Coach Bentley, but after practice, me and Schuler and Brooks were there today hanging out with him, and he was Dad, So it's a separation that, I mean, he's had two of my brothers before me that he's got to do it with them, so he's pretty good at it, I guess. But I mean, at the dinner table, he's kind of both. I mean, he kind of sits there and he'll ask, how's your day? And then he brings up practice, so it's kind of funny. But, he separates it well.
Jake, here in the bag, it seems like you're really excited for these few practices coming up in the bowl game with some of the changes taking place on offense. Why do you think it wasn't perhaps clicking as well as you would have liked during the season when Roper was running the show? And why do you feel and seem so excited about the changes taking place now heading into the game against Michigan?
I mean, it's just, it could have been a culmination of things. Just not playing well on our part. I mean, it's not all coaching all the time. And Coach Roper was an outstanding coach and a outstanding person that taught us a lot as quarterbacks and definitely made us better quarterbacks when he was here. But I think just going into this game, I think there's new stuff that we're going to throw out and see if it works. I think the guys really embraced what Coach McClendon is doing, and just got to go out there and execute at the end of the day.
How did you find out that Coach Bentley, Dad Bentley, is going to be your quarterback's coach? How do you find that? As a text message in a meeting?
We had a team meeting the Saturday before we started practice, and Coach McClendon addressed us and kind of told us the whole deal, what's going to happen. So and then we had individual meetings after that. So just through that process of just thinking about it, and it makes logical sense that after Coach Roper left, that the guy that probably knows about quarterbacks, filling in for that role. But I just wasn't sure. Coach McClendon, I guess, could do it too. But he's staying with his receivers and doing a great job of doing that, and the coordinator. So.
Jake, I know Hayden just a couple moments ago said that you guys have a plan in place to potentially open you up, wing it downfield. You had a lot of success in Birmingham last year, one of your best games. Is there a plan in place for what you guys will do, potentially changes from the plan that you had in some of the regular season games?
Game plan is still being developed right now. I mean, we still have, 11, 12 days till we play. So still trying to get developed with that. But I think there's definitely going to be times where we get one-on-one situations. I mean, that's what we've always looked for. But then we'll try to get more of those in the game. And just having all this time to prepare is definitely good for us.